Hello friends, in this video we'll be discussing Fourier series, trigonometric Fourier series, full range series. We are discussing minus pi to pi interval. This is problem number 8. Welcome back friends. Let's have a look on the given problem. Find the Fourier series expansion of f of x is equal to x square in the interval minus pi to pi, and we need to deduce. Three deductions are given to us. Let's start solving the problem. First of all, interval is minus pi to pi. So first of all, we need to check whether it is an even function or odd function. F of x is equal to x square. For checking, we need to replace x with minus x. That is minus x the whole square, which is x square. Therefore, f of minus x is equal to f of x. Function is even. F of x is equal to x square is an even function. Since the function is even, we need to find it out a0 and an only. How to remember what is even, sine or cos? Cos is even. Since cos is even, an and a0 will be there in the formula. a0 by 2 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx. There are two Fourier coefficients that we need to find it out. The first is a0 and the formula is 2 upon pi 0 to pi f of x dx. In the problem, f of x is x square. Let's integrate. This is 2 upon pi, x square integration is x cube by 3 and the limits are from 0 to pi. Upper limit minus lower limit. If you substitute upper limit, we'll get pi cube upon 3. For lower limit, 0, answer is 0. This will be cancelled and the final answer of a0 is 2 pi square upon 3. We need to find it out one more term, that is an. And the formula for an is 2 upon pi 0 to pi f of x cos nx dx. This is 2 upon pi 0 to pi. F of x given to us is x square into cos nx dx. This is my u, this is my v. Log inverse algebraic trigonometric exponential. 3 steps. Use brackets properly. Let's integrate this. 2 upon pi constant outside, u as it is, x square as it is, cos nx integration, sin nx upon n minus x square derivative 2x, integration of this term minus cos nx upon n square plus derivative of this term 2, integration of this term minus constant cos nx integration is sin nx upon n. It's already n square, one more n, that will become n cube. No need to go ahead because 2 derivative is 0. What next? Sin n counter, and third step is always simplify before substitution. So here friends, these are the two sine terms that will be encountered. We'll be left with only one term, that is middle term, which is equal to 2 upon pi. If you observe this middle term, this is minus, this minus and this minus will become plus 2x cos nx upon n square. We are left with this and the limits are from 0 to pi. Let's substitute the limits. This is 2 upon pi, upper limit minus lower limit. We're going to substitute pi. we'll get 2 pi. With that, if I substitute pi in cos nx, that will become cos n pi, and cos n pi, as discussed number of times, minus 1 raised to n upon n square. For lower limit, if you put a 0, 2x, 2 into 0, 0, and everything will be 0. This pi will be cancelled and we'll get 4 minus 1 raised to n upon n square. This is the value of an. Let's write it down, the final Fourier series expansion, that is f of x is a0 by 2 plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos nx. Here friends, f of x is x square, a0 by 2. Let's check what a0 that we got. A0 is this, that is 2 pi square upon 3. Here it is a0 by 2. 2 will be cancelled, we'll get pi square by 3. Plus summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity an. An value we got it as 4 minus 1 raised to n upon n square into cos nx. This is the required Fourier series that we got. We are not done with the problem. What else asked in the problem? Let's check. In the given problem, there are 3 deductions that we need to solve. Remember the problem? Problem number 2. Pi minus x the whole square upon 2. There also we solved the same type of deduction. The same deduction we do have here. If you remember the problem, we substituted x equal to 0 for the first deduction. Then we put x equal to pi for second deduction, and finally we add. Same thing we are going to do here. See here, for the third deduction, if I'll add 1 and 2, this is plus half, this is minus half, cancelled. If we write the next term, this is alternate plus minus for second deduction, it will be 1 upon 4 square. If we write this is 1 upon 4 square plus, in second deduction we do have alternate plus minus sign, this will be cancelled. That means for third deduction we need to add 1 and 2, because in the third deduction we do have only odd terms. Let's start with the deduction. For the first deduction, we want 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 2 square, 1 upon 3 square, and so on. Let's do it. X square is equal to pi square upon 3. Let us substitute the values. Summation, will put n is equal to 1 first. If I'll substitute n is equal to 1, you can take this 4 outside. If we put n is equal to 1, this will become minus 1 raised to n, and n is 1. So minus 1 raised to 1 is minus 1 upon n square, that is 1 square. Plus, let's substitute n is equal to 2. If we put n is equal to 2, this will be minus 1 raised to n. Minus 1 square is 1 upon 2 square. Let us substitute n is equal to 3. Minus 1 cube is minus 1 upon 3 square plus dot dot dot. 4 you can take constant out. Let's substitute n is equal to 1. If we put n is equal to 1, this is minus 1 raised to n. Minus 1 raised to 1 is minus 1 upon 1 square cos nx. N is 1 cos x. Let's put n is equal to 2. This is minus 1 square. Minus 1 square is 1 upon 2 square into cos 2x. N is equal to 3. Minus 1 cube is minus 1 upon 3 square cos 3x plus dot dot dot. This is the expression that we got. For the first deduction, we want 1 upon 1 square plus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 3 square and so on. That means I want all the terms positive. How can I get positive terms? Let's put x equal to pi. Always remember friends, for deduction try with 0, pi, pi by 2 and you'll get your result. Let's substitute x equal to pi. Let's do it. Let's check what is going to happen. If we substitute x equal to pi in equation number 1, this is equation number 1. left side will get pi square. Here it will be pi square by 3 plus 4 inside. If we put x equal to pi, this is minus 1 upon 1 square. Cos pi is minus 1. Therefore, that minus 1 and this minus 1 will be gone and we'll get 1 upon 1 square. If we put x as pi here, this will become cos 2 pi and cos 2 pi is 1, that is 1 upon 2 square. If we put x is pi here, this will become cos 3 pi. Cos 3 pi is minus 1. Therefore, it will again become 1 upon 3 square plus dot dot dot. We are getting 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 2 square, 1 upon 3 square. Let's adjust. This pi square upon 3 will go this side and will become minus. Left hand side will get pi square minus pi square by 3, this side. Which is equal to 4, and here we'll get 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 2 square, 1 upon 3 square plus dot dot dot. This will be 2 pi square upon 3 is equal to 4. This 4 will come down and that will become 12 and cancel with this 2, will get pi square by 6. Therefore, pi square by 6 is equal to 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 2 square, 1 upon 3 square plus dot dot dot. This is the first result that we got. Let's check what is the next deduction given in the problem. In the next deduction, we want alternate plus minus sign. The first is plus, then we do have minus, then it is plus, then we have minus and so on. We want alternate plus minus. Let's check how we can get it from equation number 1. This is equation number 1. In equation number 1, if I'll put x equal to 0, let's do it. Let's try doing it. Put x equal to 0 in, let's name it as 2. Let's name it as a, let's say. In equation number 1, put x equal to 0 in equation number 1. Let's check. If you put x equal to 0, left side it will be 0, which is equal to, this is pi square by 3 plus 4. Inside, if you substitute x equal to 0, this will become cos 0 and cos 0 is 1. Therefore, we'll be left with minus 1 upon 1 square. Next term, if we put x 0 in cos 2x, that will again become cos 0 and cos 0 is 1. Therefore, we'll get 1 upon 2 square. See here we are getting alternate plus minus sign. If we substitute in the third, that is cos 3 into 0, that is again cos 0, we'll get minus 1 upon 3 square plus dot dot dot. Let's take this term pi square by 3 this side, that will become minus pi square by 3 is equal to 4 minus 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 2 square minus 1 upon 3 square plus dot dot dot. This 4 will come down and multiplied by 3 will become 12 minus pi square upon 12 equal to, let's take minus common from this term. If you take minus common, the first term will become plus, second term is plus, that will become minus, that will become plus, minus dot dot dot. This will be cancelled and we are going to get our second deduction, that is pi square by 12 is equal to 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 2 square, 1 upon 3 square minus dot dot dot. This is the next deduction. Let's name it as B. We got 2 deductions. If you check the third deduction, we want only odd terms. Let's have a look. See, we only want odd terms. Therefore, if I'll add 1 and 2, that is A and B that we got, we'll get the third deduction. Add A and B. You can have any names, A and B. Let's add A and B. This A and this is B. Left side it will be pi square by 6 plus pi square by 12. And right hand side See friends, if we add, this term will be cancelled, and suppose this is the term, next term of the series, again that will be cancelled. All the even terms are getting cancelled. You will be left with odd terms only. Here it is 1 upon 1 square, here it is 1 upon 1 square, that will become twice. 1 upon 3 square, 1 upon 3 square, again that will become twice. Either the terms will be cancelled or will become twice. That is 1 upon 1 square. Let me take 2 outside, plus dot dot dot. Therefore, this is pi square by 4 is equal to twice 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 3 square plus dot dot dot. Take this 2, multiply, this will become pi square by 8, 1 upon 1 square, 1 upon 3 square dot dot dot. This is the last deduction C. We got all the deductions. We're done with the problem. Hope you understood. Thank you.